Hey everybody, Bart from Bicycle Rider YouTube, and I've got a really good solid hybrid bike. We're just coming out of the Corona pandemic. People are excited about bicycling. They're coming into my bicycle shop, Biloxi Bicycle Works, and they're asking for a good solid bike. And of course, they're worried about price, which I can understand. If you haven't bought a name brand bike and you've only bought department store bikes that cost $200, $300, $400, you know that they're good for a short time, and they don't stand the test of time. So here we've got a bike made by Marin. It's called the Anselmo DS1, $579. It's kind of a no frills commuter bike, a hybrid bike, a bike that could do multiple things on a budget, but still give you a very quality build. This bike has a very good solid gear system. It's got a Shimano Tourney, and it's a 7-speed gear system that has been a workhorse. It's been tried and true. We've used it for years. It heats gears. It doesn't give problems. It's pretty robust, and it's just a no nonsense gear system that seems to just work. Here on the top you have a shifter. If you want to go to a little bit harder gear, you pull it. If you want to go to an easier gear, you push it. And of course you should be spinning the pedals at the same time you're switching gears. But when people say, I don't really want a bike with gears, they don't know what they're missing, because you can, trying to ride a bike with one gear in the wind up a hill, you can cause damage not only to the bike by putting so much pressure on the chain, but you can also cause damage to your knees and hips. So don't be scared of gears, especially when Shimano has really made a gear system that has worked for years. It's worked for many people, and it's so easy to use. My mom just turned 80 years old, and she can shift gears on a Shimano Tourney gear system, no problem. So just know that it's a very robust system. On this bike, they have put a lot of comfort into this bike. So you do have a Suntour front fork. The Suntour front fork is a no-frills fork. It definitely helps mitigate the vibrations of the road if you're going over a railroad track. If you want to use this on the gravel road or light trail, having that front fork really does help the vibrations, get stopped, not come up through your hands, your shoulders, your neck. So if you're looking for a very comfortable bike, an easy bike to get on, this is a low entry model. So this is called the San Anselmo. San Anselmo basically is telling you that it's a low entry model. When it's low entry, it also makes it easy to get off. So if something ever happened, you can ditch this bike, get off very easy. This bike does come in 2 models. This is the San Anselmo. Some people would maybe refer that to the women's version, and this is the San Rafael. So this is the high bar, or some people will call this the men's version. But believe me, we have a lot of men coming to buy the low entry because it just makes it easy to get on and off. It also makes it easy if you are putting a rack. And one nice thing about this bike, it has a utilitarian purposes. So it's easy to mount a bike rack that you can put a bag on. So if you wanted to carry, items for a picnic or something, you could do that very easily. And when you have a rack on the back, you have to worry about getting your legs over that rack. So when you have a low entry bike, it just makes it easy to get on and off over the top tube. I did mention a picnic. Now a bike like this has a 40 millimeter 700 series 40 millimeter tire. So this tire is good for light trail. It's good for sidewalks. It's good for gravel roads. This tire is a multi-purpose tire, but with the tread that they put on it, it also makes it efficient for riding on paved surfaces too. So like I said, one bike that does it all. If you're looking for a solid bike, no frills, something that will last you for years, look at the Marin line, San Anselmo, San Rafael. And if you're maybe thinking about loading these bikes on your motorhome, I'm going to give you a weight, and here on the Bicycle Rider YouTube, we try to weigh the bikes so you know. If you had to pick this bike up, it's around a 30 pound bike. Let me see if I can look at the scale at the same time. Such a slick finish, and this black is beautiful, black and silver. So 30, I'm going to say right around 32 pounds. So it's definitely, light enough to throw on a bike rack. It's not a heavy, cumbersome bike. It is made out of an aluminum frame. So once again, if you're thinking about getting outside, think about getting some fitness, think about getting some exercise, then you want one bike that does multiple purposes and you don't want to break the bank. Look at the Marin line, San Rafael DS1, San Anselmo DS1. Very good bikes for the money. All right, Bicycle Rider YouTube, over and out.